All right, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to Cheers to Health. You got me, of course, the main attraction, Brian Torres, and we got old Chicken Wing, AJ Tomlinson down here. Okay, shout out
Chicken
AJ
wing.
Tomlinson. And then we got Omar. I
Right there,
forget. I
dude.
forget.
My name's literally
Omar
on the
Torres.
screen.
There it is. Can we get a round of
On the
applause for
screen.
Omar Torres? Come on, thank you for coming back.
Oh, hang on. I got you, dude. I got you.
Hit him with the thing. There it is. There you go, Omar. All right. All right, calm down, everybody. Easy. Calm down. All right.
Appreciate the
Today's
intro, dude.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Take it easy. Take it easy, okay?
Oh,
Don't forget whose show this is, okay? Again, Brian's in charge here. So today's main topic, we're going to be going over some alcohol. We have to know a lot of folks, love it and hate it. I love that I hate it. Or I mean, I hate that I love it, or hate that I like it, whatever. But Omar, talk to us a little bit, man. What are your opinions on alcohol?
well, I like to consider myself a beer connoisseur.
Oh wow, that's deep.
No, that's not the proper terminology. No, I like beer. I like beer. You know, I've liked beer for a little while now. Since I've been 21.
There you go. Valid.
I like the taste of it, you know. A lot of people, they'll drink to get hammered and stuff like that. I mean, I can go without getting hammered. I just like the taste. Like I can have one drink and be all right. Look at this.
AJ, I feel like that guy's lying. He's not a one beer kind of guy. Correct me if I'm wrong.
From our past experiences, he is not a one beer kind of guy.
Okay, Omar. So if we're gonna do something, let's just be honest here, okay? Yeah, well, the judge is overruled.
I'm not. I don't like drinking unless I'm gonna drink. I don't see the point of it, to be honest. You drink to get drunk. You don't drink to have one and then go to bed. It's just silly.
Yeah. See, I kind of agree with that to some degree. I'm more of a social drinker. I'm not gonna drink to get hammered, but I like to, be with the crowd and have a couple beers. I try not to get hammered nowadays, but for me it doesn't take much. So, but yeah, I'm not a like a beer carnivore, whatever Omar is.
Carnivore.
Yeah, I can't just have one beer because I feel like it gives me a hangover. I feel like I have one beer and then like an hour later I'm like, what the fuck? I feel like shit. I'm like, okay, well, so I'm good with, if we can wait till the weekend and then have a few, I'll do that rather than have one periodically throughout the week.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's a lot of people. I mean, I'm the same way though. The reason I drink is because of the experiences. For this instance, I'm here with the boys online, but it's still fine. You know what? Cheers to that. Script. Look, Fireball, dude. Fireball.
Fireball Camaro. Shout out.
But again, I don't drink to like get freaking sloshed every time I drink. I drink because of the situations it might be. Socially, watching the game, something like that. It's just something about like having a cold brew and enjoying the moment. But yeah, I know it's not the best for you, and I don't drink every day. I know I know just like anything else, you need to portion and control, make sure you don't get carried away. I usually drink once a weekend, sometimes more depending on the situation, which I need to do better at, of course. And then the pod with the boys. But like I said, I like drinking because, man, it brings memories. It's what it is. Like you hear it in country songs, you hear it in rock songs, you hear it on even rap songs and stuff like that. But they drink like harder
So you're
alcohol.
easily influenced, is what you're saying.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying.
Sounds like it.
I'm saying there's a lot of things behind it why it's enjoyable. But whenever you really think about it, it's definitely not a good thing. It's not a good beverage to have. Alcohol it's got its own freaking macro freaking, and in that situation, like, it's pretty much useless calories that you're intaking. So when people say like you're drinking empty calories, it's true, man. Alcohol, empty calories. Also, it messes up that gut, dude. Drink plenty of those, especially if you drink every day. Messes up that gut enzymes, and eventually you'll start getting some leaky gut, dude. Leaky guts.
Speaking of leaky guts, AJ, what's your opinion? Leaky guts?
Leaky gut boy.
Leaky gut
Not
boy.
leaky guts.
Gut boy.
I don't like. I like drinking. It's like since I've been home and everything, it's kind of for me. I got a little too carried away with it, getting drunk 3 or 4 times a week. So for right now, at least, I'm pumping the brakes. I'm gonna do my best to not drink as much, or if I do drink, not get hammered like I was. But yeah, like Omar was saying, within moderation, it's cool. Like birthday parties, holidays, family gatherings, whatever. You want to have a beer on Sunday night watching the game, go for it. But as long as you're not getting hammered every night and being a complete degenerate, then
Oh yeah.
have at it.
Yep, that's very true. But there is instances, like summertime, dude, it comes around. We're like, dude, let's go in.
Still not acceptable.
Let's go out golfing with the boys. Start throwing what?
Still not acceptable to be a total degenerate 24/7. Okay, so
you're definitely right. No, not 24/7.
Maybe, like I said, I used to drink more on the golf course, but man, I suck already on golfing, and I like to try to do halfway decent. So golfing, it throws off that equilibrium. So I don't drink anymore when I golf. As much as it sounds fun, and I'm very competitive when I'm out there. So I like to be in my zone, and if I have one, I'm cool. But if I have two, then you can't just have two. Then so let me get a 6-pack, put it in the back, let's roll, and then of course you got to drink them all, and then can't let those go to waste.
You just wasted your money on 6 beers.
Yeah, so and then I'm fucked up.
Yeah. But I mean, if you do drink, of course, not only like portion control, just like anything else, but taking care of your body before you drink and after you drink, as in like making sure, like I mentioned, the gut enzymes and stuff like that, making sure you take probiotics to help that gut. I saw something about like if you eat certain like fermented foods, that helps because of the bacteria. It helps fight those other
like
bacteria
kimchi?
in your gut. Yeah, like kimchi and stuff like that.
Oh, really?
I don't
like had kimchi.
Yeah,
I like kimchi. I don't mind it.
Well, there you go. It'll help with that gut, so you don't get leaky gut and stuff like that. But yeah, just like I said, you can't be drinking every day though. I know people will be like, dude, I drink like one beer a night or 2 beers a night, blah blah blah, or wine even. It's still alcohol. It's not the greatest for you. And it not only affects you momentarily, as in like hangovers and stuff like that, but long term like effects can also happen, like mess with your brain where you get into like super anxiety all the time, depression and things like that, because that does happen after you drink. You wake up, I know, like it happens like if I go super hard or something like that, drinking more than 3 beers or whatever, like I wake up, I'm like hungover and I'm like, oh, what the like, dude, why am I even stressing right now? Like I don't have nothing to do. It's Sunday. I'm stressing. I'm getting anxious. I'm like, it's not the greatest. And that's why, I'm just sticking to weekends. But even then, like I said, the long-term effects, I'm gonna, work on cutting it back to just like maybe once a month or 2 times a month, blah blah blah. Kind of dwindle it down to be easier. But right now, it's football season, man. It's kind of hard to do that. But then again, you got to think about the long-term effects in your overall health.
Sounds like an excuse.
No, it's not an excuse.
That sounds exactly like an excuse.
But I want to say though, I do take care of myself. I take care of my body. I eat well throughout the week and everything. Plus, there's also like stuff that you can take, supplements, blah blah blah, like probiotics I mentioned. Um, but along with that, taking care of your body, no matter what you do, like the alcohol intake, you cannot do that every day. It's definitely going to affect you. Even every weekend, maybe, dwindle it down to once a weekend or whatever, but eventually kind of cutting it off to like once a month or something like that. So it's not as like a burden on you or as a tolling on you. But yeah, man, that's what I was looking at. I was like, damn, dude. Especially on football season, I'm like, but I mean, there's times where I watch football and take knockout stuff in the garage, in the basement, keep busy, so it's still like I'm doing things, so I don't have to just sit there all day. I'm active, because sometimes you feel like I'm just over here slouching around, not doing nothing, watching games all day.
And there
Games
you
are
go.
more like
That's a good thing right there. About if you are gonna drink, I mean, let's be active. Not like I know sometimes on Sunday night, or Saturday watching football all day long, just want to sit down and watch the game and drink your beer. So if you can still get up and do something, move around a little bit, just so maybe the next day at least you had that stuff taken care of, so you ain't got to worry about stressing about anything. At least you were productive a little bit and got some
yeah,
stuff knocked out.
that's true.
I
That's
feel like
true.
I'm more productive when I drink too. So
Yeah, and that's
just me.
I don't know. It definitely depends on the situation of like what I'm doing.
Well, and to some degree on how many you've had to drink. There's a
yeah,
limit where you're kind of
that's true.
almost there but not there, because if
Like
you're
you're
here,
doing more harm than good
yeah,
at a certain point.
exactly. That's what I'm
Like,
saying. When you're up here and you're on that level, might as well just sit your ass down.
Shouldn't be trying to re-shingle the roof or anything.
oh yeah, don't do
It's like, I
that.
got
Don't do
this. I
that.
don't want to do it tomorrow. It's gonna be
Yeah.
Don't
So
do
like
that.
speaking like, drinking and everything and like how you should take care of your body, what's something that like y'all do in the morning to like, let's say like you sent it hard Saturday night, Sunday morning rolls around and you're hurting. What's your like hangover remedy, Brian?
So the first thing is you got to also do this before. You gotta kind of prepare yourself. I say that night before. I usually take some ibuprofen and I'll drink a bottle of water before I go to bed. And also, I'm not advocating it, nor am I encouraging it, but I'm not scared to pull the trigger. Okay, so if I need to go, hey, then I gotta do
What's
what I
going
gotta
on
do.
here?
Okay, I'm not scared to do it. If I'm too drunk, I will go. I will do it. Just gonna throw that out there. That I would actually I don't recommend, but that's what I do too. And then in the morning,
I'm not even gonna lie. So.
in the morning, I have liquid IVs here. So what I do is I'll drink my liquid IV, and it has caffeine in it, and it's got all your vitamins in there too. Plenty of sugar to get that stuff back up and going for you. And that has worked tremendously for me. Like I said, I don't really drink too much, but the last couple of times that I did, and I was hungover, I just shotgunned me one of them liquid IVs, and this is the Energizer one that I get with the caffeine in it. And like I said, it freaking, I think it worked great.
Yeah.
And then just
definitely.
getting up and being active, because as much as you can, don't overdo it obviously, but just get up and do something, because if you just sit around, then that's where you start thinking about stuff. You start getting anxious. Just if you're too hungry, like I said, just try to move around a little bit. Sure, you're gonna be hungover, but it goes away. It goes away.
That's what I try to tell people too when they're like, dude, I'm so hungover today, whatever. I'm like, dude, just get up, go walk around Walmart, go do something. You gotta move. If you just lay in bed all day feeling sorry about what you did the other night, like it's gonna make it way worse.
Plenty of those nights, trust me. Plenty of those nights.
Yeah, and I was gonna say, like, if you're gonna do that, exactly, AJ, don't sit and ponder on what you did and like what you could have done, because that's where that anxiety builds up, all that stress builds up. You got to learn how to kind of cope with that, kind of manage that, so you don't dig yourself in a hole and you're like all in like depressed mode, and that sets the whole week off. Like, dude, I
still get that way, man. And I don't really like to drink, but it's from my past. I feel like I got PTSD from when I used to drink so much and used to do so much stupid shit, where the next morning I would wake up like, oh man, I did this or I did that. But now I still had that same feeling, but I'm like, bro, you didn't do shit. You You know,
That's definitely.
there's nothing you need to worry about. You literally had a couple
Whenever
beers
I get
and
really, really drunk, I'm the same way. I'll wake up in the morning like, all right, recap. What did I do? Did I look like an idiot last night, or is I like semi-cool?
yeah, and
What
I
do you
said
do,
I'm
Omar?
pretty chill.
What's your hangover remedy routine?
Well, no, along the same lines of what Brian was saying, is making sure you stay hydrated, but also, I don't really take ibuprofen or stuff like that unless it's like really crazy and my head is super. Because I don't like taking like fucking meds too much. But when it comes to like hydration, also like those IVs, I do those. Um, but yeah, I was seeing like even drinking and hydrating at the same time to help you through that hangover the next day, but also doing those electrolyte pack, like maybe like one in the middle of your drink sesh, whatever you're doing, like a little. I do the Propels. It's like the liquid IVs, but they have Propels. It's got like the similar stuff. But even doing that, like in between, and I think that will help as well. So next time I have a bender, I'm gonna be packing some liquid IVs.
So y'all are just pushing liquids. You're not like trying to go like get
That
a
was gonna be
greasy burger or something.
That was gonna be my next thing. So another thing would be eating protein to help absorb it.
Yeah. Oh, I do the glutathiones. I do the glutathiones.
Don't ever fucking call me that again.
That was
Nope.
kind of rude. That was kind of rude. I didn't see that came out of the left field, bro. That was kind of
I've
rude.
been called a lot of things, Omar, but never whatever the
That's
hell
a
you
low
just
blow.
called me.
That was kind of
Dude,
low,
it's the little capsules, and they're supposed to help with like helping repair like damaged tissue, so like the liver, but also from you'll see like what's his name, Joe Rogan talk about it, and he says like it helps metabolize the alcohol faster and stuff like that, so it go through your system.
Yeah.
Because that's what I was gonna go into. Like when you throw up, it's not really kind of because the alcohol goes into your bloodstream, so that's why you do IVs and stuff like that. But if you throw it up there, you're just throwing up like the residuals, I
Dude,
guess.
it might be
Already,
mentally. I
already
don't
in your
care
system.
because
yeah.
it might be mentally, but I don't care because I'm sobered up and I'm feeling a lot better. Even the next morning, I'm like,
Yeah.
well, it might be mentally. I don't know, but I really feel
Yeah,
like
yeah.
actually I'm not encouraging anybody to do that. Something I did used to do as well was the IVs straight to
Yeah.
it, and
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I got that stuff in there. But that stuff got expensive, man, and it was just like,
Oh,
damn,
yeah.
Yeah.
trying to go do that after every hangover was, and that was more for like if we had a big bender, like for a birthday party or special occasion, a graduation or something like that. They're like, okay, we went a little hard. Let's go ahead and spoil ourselves to some IVs straight in, and they put the glutathione in there. They put the B12, everything in there. They put it all.
Yeah.
Come on. And I think the glutathione, is that the stuff that makes your heart rate go up? Because they put something
No.
in there that freaking it made your chest warm, and it would make, and then you start freaking out, and be like, dude, my fucking chest is getting tight, like it's feeling weird.
I don't
And your
know
heart
what.
rate
I
would
don't
go
know.
up, and they're like, oh fuck.
Ah,
Be
shit,
cool,
dude.
dude.
What are you
Be
taking,
cool.
dude?
Be cool. We're just in
Sounds like some
somebody's garage right now, but it's okay.
heroin.
And they're sucking.
Ah, shit, dude. You went to
No,
the
they were
wrong
juicing
place.
you up, dude. They
You
weren't.
went to the wrong place, dude.
Drugs are
Don't
fucking
don't go.
strong. No, but I forgot what it's called. But it was supposed to be some good stuff. Because yeah, it was cost enough for it.
And also one thing that I heard and I read about that is proven to help is milk thistle. I forgot exactly what it does, but it's supposed to help with like the I think metabolizing the alcohol as well, but also getting you through that process a little bit better and not messing up your liver. So again, it's to help that liver from getting damaged up too much, especially if you go on a freaking bender.
Yeah.
That was a couple of those, but along with that, I'm not in any way trying to like be like alcohol rules the world. You should do it. Everybody freaking it's not for everybody, dude. It's not for everybody. It's that like I said, it's got its down where, if you get carried away, it's like anything else. It could be addictive, it could be abused, and people get in a bad position, man, and it's not for everybody. And if anybody ever does get in that position, of course, get some help. If you notice it, be like, hey, dude.
Yeah, it's like any other drug too. Like it's all about your mindset going into it, you know? Like if you're having like a shit week at work and, you know, coming back home and just like stuff isn't going the way you want it and you're like, fuck it. I'm just gonna get hammered. You're probably gonna overdo it and just like spiral a little bit. But if you go into it thinking, dude, I had an awesome week, or maybe like you had the same shit week at work or whatever, but you know what? You're like, screw it. I'm just gonna have a good night tonight. It is what it is. Past is the past, and then you just go have a good night. It's just like your mindset going into it. Because I've seen a lot of dudes like back in the military, even back in high school. You know, they're just thinking whatever which way, and then they start drinking, and it's like, what the hell is wrong with this guy? Like he was not like this a couple hours ago.
Yeah,
absolutely. And that's one thing that I don't know if Mom ever told you guys that, but she'd always tell me that don't drink because you're mad or something like that. Drink to have fun. He would always say, drink to have fun. Don't drink because let's just say you got your heart broken, or don't drink because you're mad or sad. Drink to have fun. And I've actually took it even to this day. I'm just like, even if I'm feeling down, I'm like, I'm not gonna drink because I'm fucking down. I usually, like I said, the only time I drink is to have fun and go out there and socialize. So, like I said, sure, everybody drink responsibly, but like if you're having fun, have fun, turn up. Shit, I'll have a beer with you. I'll take a shot with you, just as long as it's clear liquor. And if it's gluten-free beer, shout out to the Nelk boys. Let's get some Happy Jacks on the pod here. We'll fucking pour up, boys.
Pour up with the But before we segue out of this, I just want to say, like I said, it's not for everybody.
It is for everybody. So if you think it's not for you, it's for you. So get your beer and take a shot.
You do what you want to do.
Do what you want to do. True that. But, yeah. But I just for real though, like be aware, especially if you are like if you have genetics that stem from like alcoholism and stuff like that. Because for instance, like from what I know, our biological father was an alcoholic, so I'm aware, like I don't want to get to a point where it starts running my life, where it gets to I'm drinking every day, where it gets to I take priority over that, over my family and stuff like that. So just, be aware of what you're doing and prioritize what's really important, and, make it a priority to fix yourself and before you have fun.
And that goes back to the fundamentals of it all. Like if you think you're drinking for the wrong reasons, don't do it. Like I said, drink to have fun. Drink responsibly and drink to have fun, okay? That's what we're here for. We're here to have fun and drink responsibly. And again, everybody get a fucking beer, shotgun, take some shots.
Oh yeah. And speaking on that, dude. Up. Yes.
In a good way.
Life is about balance. Life is about balance. I'm all about balance. I'm not somebody that's gonna currently I'm not somebody that's gonna be entering like a bodybuilding competition or some physique show or whatever. If that was the case, then definitely I'd knock the alcohol out of the way. I'm somebody who
love you too.
Love you too.
The boy said love you too.
AJ didn't.
Love you, Mom.
She said love you, Omar and Brian.
Oh yeah, see what happens? But either way, like I said, I do what I do because I want to live life to the fullest. And like I mentioned before, I enjoy beer. I like what it kind of incorporates, which is like going to a ball game, enjoying a beer, going to like the wrestling thing. I went to WWE last weekend. I had me a beer. Boom. Enjoyed the moment with the fam. It was awesome, dude. Just that whole, the whole situation, the whole experience. For me, it involves a tasty brewski.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, a lot of experiences for us, but that's kind of environment we kind of put ourselves in where, we do have a beer for good times, like celebrations for us. Usually, we'll have a beer or take a shot together just to celebrate. because again, it does help loosen up, especially for us. I feel like for the most part, we're kind of introverts at first, and then no matter what, until we get to know each other or the crowd we're in, and then we kind of loosen up. But that alcohol kind of helps us, we're here, fucking let's pop the top. And then also for the introverts, like, oh, you want to take a shot? And then like that kind of brings the people out, like, oh, let's take a shot, or hey man, you want a beer? That's how you start up a conversation with folks too. Or hey, shawty, you want a shot on me?
Dang, dude.
AJ's buying. AJ's buying.
AJ's
Put the
buying.
bucket of beers on AJ. Fucking
Damn, I remember those days, dude. I remember we went to the club and stuff like that. And I thought I was a baller, dude. And I went and I was like
$6 buckets of beers or whatever, and like, oh, we balling.
Round of lemon drops for the ladies.
Bring around.
Oh my god, it was horrible, dude.
Loser. What a loser.
Yeah, it was horrible. I didn't get no attention. It was just like, shot out.
Omar's a bit of an aggressive when he's had too much. I think that's his issue.
That's not true at all, dude. That is not true at all. And I don't drink that much. I only drink like a 12-pack a night.
Yeah, it's not that rough. That's pretty good. Moderate.
I don't do that. I'm just kidding.
Moderate to severe.
Oh, dude. Let me tell you about this time that I got in trouble real quick.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I was in the military. I just turned 21.
Sorry, I'm getting excited. This is my favorite part. Hold on. Oh, yeah.
What's going on?
Run it.
What do you mean?
It's my favorite part, dude. I'm just enjoying
Why is it your favorite part, dude?
Because I'd like to hear. This is a good story. Maybe AJ will tell us the story of his, too. I don't have any of those stories, so you have to pass on those.
Anyways, dude, in the military, we got a little rough and rowdy in the dorms, dude. Okay? Some guy freaking knocked out some lights at the dorms, and we got called in. Because of course we were like the party people, like, oh, it was Torres, blah blah, and the bomb sack. We called him bomb sack, because his last name was like, yeah. Anyways, and we got brought in, blah blah. They investigated us, and they were asking us questions like, okay, so how much did you drink this night? And kind of guide us through what you did that night. I was like, oh, we just had like an easy night. We each had like a 24-pack each. Trying to be a freaking hard ass, dude. I was just like, I didn't know what I was saying, dude. I was just trying to be a hard ass and to these cops. And they knew I was lying, because after that they were like, whatever, dude. But it was just like, dude, I can't believe I said that. I could have been like straight to ADAP, the alcohol abuse program. But no, they knew I was dumb. I just turned 21. Like, this motherfucker did not drink 24 in one night.
Yeah, he did.
My buddy did. But yeah, that was just like a short story. I mean, it's nothing.
I remember one. I'm sure Omar remember this one. One time we went to a friend's house. We'll just say that, and Omar bought. Was it a 12-pack or a 24-pack? And Omar wasn't drinking, but he was supposed to be drinking, and I chugged the whole fucking case. You remember that?
No, I don't remember.
Okay, so we went to Luther. We'll just say that, and then we drove your car, and I threw up on the whole way right home. So
I remember now. Okay. I remember now.
So again, I really don't know. It was either a 12 or a 24-pack, maybe even an 18, but it was a lot for me, and I'm over here.
Yeah.
Fucking, and I didn't. Omar's, of course, a little smarter than I was, so he's probably like, yeah, go ahead, drink up, dumbass. And so I'm over here fucking smashing these beers like a
yes, I remember that. Man, I'm surprised you remember that, dude.
Omar's a puss, dude. He ain't drinking shit.
He was calling me out. I remember that.
Of course, they're like, dang, yeah, Brian's drinking all these beers, and Omar hasn't drinking shit. Look, Omar's only had one or two. I was like, yeah, Omar, step up, dude. And so finally we wrap it up. That's all we really did. I think just freaking me chugged them beers, and then we're like, okay, well, time to go. So on the way home, I'm gonna say halfway home, Hopefully.
I don't think we were even halfway.
Probably not.
I think we're just leaving.
Hanging out the
driveway.
freaking window, just throwing up, freaking the whole.
He's like, "Come on, pull over, Omar, pull over." He
Omar
was getting
wasn't
mad
pulling
at me,
over.
dude.
He didn't even pull
I was
over.
like-
He's like, nope.
I think I was mad at him because he was like calling me out, and I was like, "Dude, stop! You know I have to drive, bro." Like, and he's like,
He's like, I'm not pulling over. You throw up out the window. The whole window. I remember like just hanging out the door, just like. But that's my story. That's mine. AJ, go ahead.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Somehow I remember that too. So that's that.
That's funny.
AJ time. Let's hear it.
Oh, dude. We were at the barracks. It was after my first deployment. Yeah, it was after, because we were in the 4-story. So it was after my first deployment. And one of my buddies' room was on the first floor. So we were down there. There was a shit ton of us, like 30 or 40 of us. Like, we were just having an all good night. But then some people left, so we were like, hey, let's go back up to this other guy's room and let's go party up there. And he lived on the 2nd or 3rd floor on the opposite side. And so we start walking up the stairs, and I remember I rounded the corner too fast, and I just ate the corner of the pillar. Scratched up like my face and my glasses. I wasn't like mad at anybody because it was my own fault. Like, nobody was like in arm's distance of me, so I was just like, fuck, what a fucking idiot, like calling myself an idiot. I was so pissed. And then we got to my buddy's room, and he had a bottle of tequila Espolón, and they were like, dude, let's take shots. And I was like, fuck yeah, shots, let's do it. And then started taking shots, and I remember we were eating pickles, like taking picklebacks, and I was throwing them at the mirror for whatever reason. And then I woke up in the bed, and the bed was moved, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And so I like went into my buddy's, his like the other room, and I was like, "Hey guys," and they're like, "Fuck you, Tommy, you're such a piece of shit," blah blah blah. And I was like, "What are you talking about?" And they were like, "You threw up underneath the bed last night, asshole." And I was like, "What?" And there was under my ribs, like on both sides, I had carpet burn because like I crawled underneath the bed. And like they were like trying to get me out. They're like, "Tommy, get out, dude! Like, go to bed." And I was like, "No, fuck you guys."
I'm just gonna throw up.
They left me alone, and I guess they heard me like that. And so they pulled me out by my ankles and gave me carpet burn on my ribs.
Oh no!
And so they cleaned it up and moved the bed, and yeah, they were all pissed off at me. I can't blame them.
Fuck you, Tommy. That's an awesome one. I like that one.
Fuck you, Tommy. You're such a piece of shit, dude. You threw up underneath the bed.
Yeah, one of the bad things about alcohol is that it impairs your judgment. Boys, let me tell you about this story.
I hope I'm not involved.
You're not involved in this one, dude.
Okay, thank God.
No, I was drinking. It was the night before, and I drank way too much, way too fast. I was brand new, so I was trying to show out, dude. And I blacked out. This was when Plenty of Fish was first a thing, or was a thing where, like, you know, it was the dating website or whatever.
What a loser.
But anyways, I the next night went to a buddy's house. We had a few, and he also had some marijuana, and I was like, dude, I haven't had this stuff. And then so I did it, and I was like, and that just escalated everything, dude. I was like super paranoid. I was freaking out, and then all of a sudden, this chick calls me. It's like, hey, remember me from last night? Blah blah blah. And I was like, oh, okay. My night's about to turn around. So I was like, all right, come through. I gave her the address. She came through. Well, I wasn't expecting what came through that door, dude.
Round of applause. It was also... Round of applause.
No. I'm not, you know, I was a little bitty guy, okay? I was probably like 100 pounds, soaking wet.
To this day.
And this lady was pretty heavy.
Channel 280, channel 80.
Omar's kind of lady.
Not discriminating, but
I'm not discriminating.
I was
People
not
got their type.
attractive to this lady.
Doesn't
So
sound like it.
at the same time, though, like it was the first time I was meeting my supervisor. So I was freaking out even more because he was coming through, and I was like, oh my
You're gonna
gosh,
be
I'm
seen
super
with his
messed up.
heifer.
I'm super messed up. This big old lady's coming through. So I locked myself in the bathroom, dude. The whole night I was in the bathroom. People were trying to go in there. I was like, dude, there's a bathroom upstairs. Like, yo, I'm not here. I don't feel good, guys. Like, it was horrible, dude. But my buddy, he took one for the team, dude. He took one for the team. So you call a team player right there. Taking one from the team for the team. But we woke up the next morning. We walked by his truck, and we found this toe strap. What we thought was a toe strap. It was her belt. It was her belt. It was pretty big.
Oh wow,
It was pretty big.
sounds like a keeper.
But yeah, my buddy when he woke up, he was all smiles, dude. He was all smiles. I was like, thanks, dude. But
Just that one's on me, bro. You owe me one.
Yeah, it was crazy. And then come to find out, my supervisor was just as a degenerate as I was, so it was like didn't even matter. Thank you for listening to Cheers to Health, and I hope you enjoyed. Make sure you do some comments.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Like, comment,
follow all
subscribe.
the socials.
Follow on the socials.
Hey, follow us on TikTok.
Boom, boom, TikTok, Instagram.
Just blowing up. Hop on the train.
Yeah.
That's such a
Brian's gonna do a TikTok dance for us on this next week, so be on the lookout for that.
We hit a 1,000 subscribers.
Oh yeah.
Once we hit
a TikTok dance.
No, once we get 10 subscribers, that's all we need. We need to start somewhere.
Let's get 10.
We only need like 2 more.
Oh, look at him. Making moves, dude. There you go. But alright, that's it. If you got anything else, that's
Follow
it.
the
Alright.
TikTok. Let's get on TikTok.
No, it's not TikTok. It's TikTok, dude.
TikTok.
Omar, end the pod, Omar.